Poor Barry.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Did you get back on the D4 train in the end, Italian, or did you lose your patience?
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Nice. Wait, you're having fun in a game?
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my!
Right.
Take it easy.
Alan's got mad anger issues. Fuck. He loses his cool so easily.
Move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Bro, an ironically better character animations than Starfield.
Everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Shit, it's the Hottie Rose.
Wow, I was just thinking about you too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Bro, Barry looks like the most typical fucking sleazeball. Like a Hollywood producer sleazeball.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault.
Oh, bitch,
She's a
Shogun.
very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
I'd come here to rent a cabin, where I could wait till midnight.
Bucktooth Charlie, Colombian Mammoth. Excuse me. Bucktooth Charlie. I hope he doesn't bite my finger.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
You're kind of dressed like Barry right now. What, you're wearing a red puffy winter coat, a Hawaiian shirt, capri cargo pants, and construction boots? The typical comfy outfit when you're sick. That glowing thermos is bothering you? I got you, homie. Well, I got it. Ah,
Easy there,
God!
boy. I'm almost
We're in a new
done.
dimension.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Oh, I literally thought he was doing
Actually,
taxidermy.
I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
What are Dr. Martens? Dude, I like a cat hair, something tickling my nose, as usual. Can't find it, though.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Dr. Martens is a boot company.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right. Thanks.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
Yep.
You hear
If
that
there's bear
from
traps or
people who
fuck
end
shit.
up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
All right. Get in the car.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al.
I like the atmosphere in this game.
Al?
Like just the overall
We should go to the
vibe
sheriff
it.
or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry! They'll kill her! This is not a goddamn
Bro, why is he so
debate,
angry
Barry.
all the time?
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo! Just be careful with the
Scared?
natives, Al.
I don't know, man. He like freaked out on his wife earlier too, on Alice.
Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Bless you.
Like very
This
aggressively.
place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God
Spores?
knows what.
Uh-oh.
This is so not worth
Last
a
of Us.
15% commission. Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back. Or until I get eaten by a grue.
Oh, a grue.
I didn't realize we were back in the 3rd grade here.
Anything else? Some batteries. Oh, you lose all your stuff between levels. That sucks. Yeah, this definitely gives me a little bit of Max. It's like Max Payne and Resident Evil kind of together. We go this way. No. Why not Resident Pain? This is like a perfect setting for an axe-wielding maniac.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
How many bullets do we have? 12. Don't have a shotgun or anything. Oh, I guess we might as well have used our shotgun in the last one then. It's not going to carry over to Alan Wake 2. Manuscript page.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Bro, is that a Robin Hood Men in Tights reference? Masquerader? Yeah, good one.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure she's fine. Probably just like playing backgammon or something. Ah! Sorry, delayed reaction. Oh no, wind chimes. The spookiest of them all. Hello? Bro, we can't go in here. We didn't rent this cabin.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Bat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
You guys ever done the potato sack race, chat? It's fucking hard, dude. Is this before or after the sawmill? We're on episode 2, whatever that means. To you. Like, the first part was a lumber mill part, yeah. Oh. The tire swing started going by itself. That's nice, sweetie. Oh. Fuck. Well, the lights just went out. Actually, startled me a bit. Ah, come on, you can't climb up there. The orange is Sloot Roll. Lover's Peak, Moonshine Cave, Elderwood Nature Trail. Moonshine Cave? Now we're talking. Do they know one of their fucking tents is, or cabins is complete shit?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization.
I'm headed, Oddbus.
But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Oh shit, it's Michael Jackson.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
Jesus. You won't get away with this.
What's wrong with this guy?
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right?
He's not an animal, Brent.
You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Okay. Man, I want to know what happened at the end of the science, like, gun episode. A murder of crows. Red rum. Hello? There's a little lookout here. Do not feed the wildlife. $100 penalty. Another wildlife. Rose and Rusty.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
These new protein bars. I'm curious to see how they are. Oh, by the way, this is with the DLCs, chat. The remastered comes with the 2 DLCs. Although there's another one called like American something, which I don't think is part of the DLCs. I don't know what that one is.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
That's pretty good. It's a standalone? Do we need to play that too for the second one? Like, is it
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty. Damn.
Rusty, hang on!
Oh, God!
I'm coming!
Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me!
Yeah, well, in a sec. There's a thermos here. Can't you see meaty, dude? My eyeballs, dude. Describe taste: chocolate, peanut butter, nuts, and it's baked.
Help me! Somebody!
Hello?
Back here!
Jesus.
I'm back here! Hey, please!
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
I don't think Rusty's gonna make it.
Couldn't be far.
Yoink.
Rusty had found a page from the manuscript.
He doesn't
It
need
would
the gun
help
anymore.
me understand what had happened.
Is he dead? Oh, he's chilling. Go ahead and let dog go out.
Shh. Good boy.
What the fuck happened here? This game does a good job of building mystery. A lot of what the fuck happened here. It's a cool ending. Or like a cool little twist in the first episode with there is no cabin. Makes you immediately.
The
curious
only
see
way
what
to make
happens at
sure
the
that
end.
Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
What if we just warp through to a different dimension every few minutes? We're gonna have to go up that tree probably. No, maybe not. Can we? Oh, there's a manuscript page. I didn't see this.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
He's got his doggo there. He's not alone.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
That sounds like something bad's about to happen, chat. Sounds like we're about to get chased by an axe-wielding maniac, chat. You should probably run, chat. E open. Flare? No. Revolver ammo. Batteries.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
Sounded like...
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Sounded like he just got killed by electric nipple clamps. Uh-oh, the dog. Alright, that's where I put my foot down.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
Is that true? Do hunters actually need hunting licenses? Oh, it's gone. The dog's gone too.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Ah, my fucking eyeballs. Hopefully the dog got out, chat. Screw Rusty.
Please don't feed the animals.
Okay, so Rusty's evil now? I take it?
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never approach closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended.
Bruh.
It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park grounds. This includes even rocks you may find along the river, or even simple berries.
Any shots this time?